welcome to today's discussion. My name is Cosmo Gazzani, and with me today is our managing partner, Henry Fusey. Hello, Henry.
Hi, Cosmo.
Today's discussion is going to be about hosted telephony, some benefits, some reasons why it's becoming more popular in the market today. So let's start with a couple of top reasons why our customers are looking at a hosted telephony solution, Henry.
Well, I think you meant hosted IP telephony solution. So
Right.
there's a difference there, right? Many of our customers have a traditional telephone system. You know work anywhere, you know it. You dial 9 to get out, and you've got a phone on your desk, and you hit the voicemail button, and it does what it does. Um, but those systems are getting old, long in the tooth, hard to support, hard to find parts for, and almost impossible to add features to if need be. So I think there's a lot of traction in IP telephony these days for all those reasons right there.
Yeah. I mean, when you think about today's society, right? I mean, we're kind of used to having a cell phone, right? And that cell phone is basically just a phone, but we have a service behind it that we don't have to worry about, right? Somebody else's job to provide that service. Sort of like what hosted IP telephony is, right? I mean, really, you just kind of need a collaboration system. But as IT managers, we think more of putting everything up in the cloud or getting things outsourced. We don't want to worry about that telephony system that makes those calls and those communications and that collaboration happen in the background. It's basically just the phone, right?
It's more than just a phone. Yeah, you don't want to worry about those things. You don't want to worry about if you hire new employees having to have somebody come in and run another copper wire, or you'll punch down blocks in the closet. The telephone guy comes in and wires you up. In today's environment, you want to be able to hire a remote employee and have them on your phone system. You want to be able to assign them a telephone number for anywhere in the country, for example. So features like that are very attractive for the IP telephony systems, and having it hosted by someone who has experience in that realm, like Wecos, is definitely a bonus, right? You certainly want to make sure that you just have to worry about picking the phone up when it rings or answering it, and you don't have to worry about provisioning it or configuring it or running wires or any of that stuff.
Right. Especially in today's world, like you mentioned, with remote work from home environments. I would imagine that'd be really, really hard to manage if it was traditional PBX technology. Almost impossible, I would think, without having a lot
impossible,
of
literally
impossible.
Gear. Yes.
So that gives a lot more flexibility to organizations today, where they can just call an organization like us up and say, hey, I need to add a couple of more users, and we can do that all remotely and just ship out a phone and get those users online onto the platform.
Yeah, typically within 24 hours, we can have a new user up and running anywhere in the country. Less time if they already have the equipment. Within minutes, we can provision a user. We can add a phone number for anywhere in the world and assign that to a user. It's really quite amazing, the technology behind the phone systems that we host and support. I can take my phone and bring it anywhere in the world and have the same phone number. And you mentioned cell phones before, and people are kind of used to that, traveling around the world with their cell phone. Why not have your business phone be able to do the same thing?
Sure. I guess you could do that too without even having a hardware phone and putting it on your laptop, having a soft phone or even a mobile application on your cell phone.
Exactly. So some of the systems that we provide have exactly that. There's an app on your cell phone. There's an app on your PC, and then you have your regular physical phone, and you can have your same extension ring on any one of those devices. You can have control over your privacy. So if you don't want to have your cell phone ring your business number at night, you can set that up. You can set up follow me features. We can do that for you. There's all kinds of new features that this technology allows for. And again, compared to a traditional telephone system, it's cheaper, better, and more reliable.
Yeah. And one of the things I'd like to always bring in is it gives companies a competitive advantage, right? Really, when you think about it, having salespeople or support desk people be able to be reached, literally 24/7, right? Having a way to contact them or reaching out to them when they're needed with things like unified messaging and video even integrated as part of the the smart apps that can go on these phone systems today.
Yeah, the new phone systems are really blurring the line between a video conferencing system and a phone system. You used to have either one or the other, and now you have both all in one, along with other traditional apps that you're used to seeing like Zoom and Teams and WebEx and all those fun things. But having a dedicated phone system that also has that ability really adds to it. A professional business line phone system can't be replaced with a Zoom call or anything else. Having a phone system that is your anchor and having these apps surrounding that is really useful for businesses today.
Right. Now, what about cost? Do you think outsourcing a phone system saves our customers money, or is it cost more expensive?
It's yeah, it's a lot less expensive for a customer to outsource their phone system to an IP telephony system that we host or manage for them than the traditional PBX systems. I mean, if you think about that old methodology that many companies have sitting in their physical space, right? They have a closet, they have wiring costs, they have equipment which ages, they have support contracts on that equipment, they have specific telephone handsets that can only be used with that system. And if that system is out of date or obsolete, they have to forklift upgrade a whole new phone system. New features might not exist for the old phone system. It can't be upgraded. Accessibility to voicemail and other things are on-prem. So if there's a problem on your site and it blows up, you lose your voice phone system. Your phone lines are tied to your physical location. So again, if the phone wire gets cut, you have no phone service. An IP telephony system that we're talking about here doesn't have any of those problems, right? There's no phone system in your location. It's hosted in our secure data center or cloud across the world. All the handsets connect to it remotely over the internet or dedicated lines. And all the phone lines are connected to the cloud as well. So if you lose your facility or anything else, you can go home and get your phone number, your dial tone, get anything else that you need. But you asked about cost. It's a lot cheaper to have all that pushed off remotely. There's no forklift upgrade costs. And the cost per minute for landline charges is significantly reduced because we can buy it in bulk and resell it for a much reduced fee.
So reduced management costs, a more robust environment, giving us a competitive advantage, right? By giving us more applications and smart apps that we can tie into our collaboration system. Latest and greatest hardware without having to spend a lot of money, right? I think one thing we didn't talk about was this is more of a subscription service. So we're not going and spending a lot of CapEx type of money out for a system that's going to be antiquated in a couple of years. We're paying a monthly fee, sort of like we do with our cell phone, and get the best of breed or best in market hardware as they progress.
Well, you just mentioned that when I was going to bring up as well. People are now used to getting a new cell phone every couple of, well, I was going to say years, but now it's every couple of months, it seems, with new features or maybe a new color or whatever's in vogue at the time. Having an IP telephony system allows you to take a standard IP telephone and replace it with the latest and greatest, or a different model, or a different color, or whatever suits your fancy, because there's standards behind it. The SIP standard is behind it all. So you can swap it out whenever you want. It adds some flexibility to the entire system.
Excellent discussion. In fact, Wecos has a great solution. I know that because I do work here, I think, right, Henry? Do I work here?
Yes, you do.
But we have a great solution. If you want to hear more about it, we'd love to tell you about it and do a demo for you, and even maybe try it, a little proof of concept in your own environment. Reach out to us. Let us know, and we can set that up for you. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel, where you'll have this video and others that we publish there on a pretty regular basis. And Henry, thanks again for always your insightful knowledge.
Cosmo, as usual, it's a pleasure.